Okay, Elaine, you're good to go whenever you want to. Would you like me to introduce you?
If you'd like, I can introduce myself either way.
Okay. I just wanted, we're at 7:05, so just wanted to get started. Thank you all for attending tonight. And I am so excited that we have Elaine McGuire on to help us with our next masterclass. Elaine, I'm going to let you just take it from here because you're so knowledgeable and I'm excited to hear from you tonight. And I will keep admitting and watching the chat. Thank you very much, Elaine.
You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this. Arise is one of my hero products. And I want to start by sharing some statistics, some information about other types of energy drinks, other types of weight loss supplements, that sort of thing, and why we have something better. I believe we have something better. So, did you know that 85% of people in the US drink some sort of energy drink? Whether it's those canned ones that you can pick up at the store, or my son who attends school, he said on campus, they're everywhere, or whether it's coffee. A lot of people don't even think about coffee being an energy drink, but honestly, it is. 35 or 34% of those people who drink energy drinks are young men, ages 18 to 24. And let me just tell you about some of the concerns about those. And I'm talking specifically about the cans of energy drink or the shots, not so much coffee, but I will get into that too. There are some concerns with those drinks. The concerns include increased heart rate, high blood pressure, heart palpitations, insomnia, dehydration, restlessness, anxiety inducing. They are anxiety inducing, and they can cause caffeine withdrawal. Did you all know that? I mean, I think there is a lot of knowledge out there now. I mean, we've heard some really horrible things of athletes who have had issues on the field and that sort of thing after drinking those energy drinks. But I don't think a lot of people realize just what's in them that's causing those things. So let me tell you what's in those energy drinks, and I think you all know what I'm talking about. First of all, caffeine. The caffeine content in those is not regulated, so they can have as much caffeine as they want to put in it. And the caffeine levels on average are 300 milligrams, but they can have as much as 500 milligrams in a single 12 or 16 ounce can. 300 milligrams, just to give you an idea, is more than 3 times a cup of coffee. Okay. Sugar. You guys, I almost thought of getting a visual, but you can imagine this. 14 teaspoons of sugar. 14 teaspoons of sugar. Is it 4 teaspoons is, oh, I think that's tablespoons is a quarter cup. Anyway, 14 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. It's 56 grams. 56 grams of sugar. Did you know they have sodium in them? 200 to 370 milligrams of sodium in a single drink. Guarana. Guarana is it is a natural ingredient, if you want to call it that. It is natural, but it is a more potent form of caffeine, or the most potent form of caffeine available. The calories anywhere from 210 to 300 in a 16 ounce can. Now, they do come in a sugar-free formula, and the majority of them, every one of them that I looked into, have sucralose as the sugar-free alternative, the sugar substitute, which is Splenda. Okay, there are some problems with sucralose, including increased blood glucose levels, insulin levels, decreases in insulin sensitivity, especially for those people with diabetes. It alters the gut microbiome, and that that concern can continue even 12 weeks after drinking one of those drinks and not drinking any others. It really messes up your gut flora. And it can make medicines less effective. So there's just some stats on the energy drinks. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about coffee, because a lot of people, I think most people don't even consider that an energy drink. It's so common in the US for us to drink coffee. But did you know that coffee crops are one of the most intensely sprayed crops? Did you know that? Let me see if I can get this word right. The most commonly used spray on the coffee crops is methyl parathion. I did not look up exactly what that does, but I will tell you any kind of pesticide on the food that we drink, the food that we eat, is not something you want in your body. There is also, during the roasting process, you're also going to be exposed to other chemicals. The chemical solvents that they use to clean the coffee roasting equipment, unless it's cleaned after cleaning, if you get what I'm saying, those cleaning solvents can get into the product. Flavored coffee is the worst because flavoring agents are synthetic, and they often contain preservatives and just not good stuff. And then there's the pods and the packaging, the plastics, the ingredients that they use to package your coffee in, the coffee that you take home to brew yourself. And then the coffee cups, if you buy it at a coffee shop, some of them, a lot of them have chemicals in them in like the bleaching process. We all know styrofoam is terrible, and I think most coffee companies have quit using styrofoam, but styrofoam is highly toxic, has a lot of toxins. And then there is water, the water that you use to brew it. You know, if you're not using filtered water, if you're using tap water, there's fluoride, there's chlorine, and decaffeinated coffees are even worse. They use methylene chloride process or water process. So there's two different types of process. The most common one is methylene chloride process. That is, you guys, a chemical solvent and most commonly used in paint thinner. Yikes. They say that the methyl chloride, the chemical solvent in the decaf coffee is safe up to 10 ppm, whatever that means. I just say anything like that, I don't want in my body. I don't know about you, but there is a safe way that they can take care of taking the caffeine out of coffee, and that's the Swiss water process. There's no chemicals used in that. Whew, okay. So Arise is a clean energy drink. It's a great alternative to those things. I want to talk to you just for a quick minute about weight loss supplements, because Arise also has a hunger control and increased, it increases your metabolism. I'm going to tell you all about Arise in just a minute, but I did look up a few things about some of the weight loss supplements. I didn't get into the pharmaceutical ones because we know big pharma, we know, if you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, you probably are already avoiding those things. And if you need more information about those, I would say look them up. Look up and see what is in those, those prescription meds that are on the market, or even the ones that you can pick up at the grocery store. But the common ingredients in diet weight loss supplements that we see online, we see in the stores, so not prescription ones: Carcinia cambogia. Don't hold me to that pronunciation. It is a fruit. The fruit skin contains I did practice these. Hydroxycitric acid. That's the active ingredient in that ingredient. The concerns with it is there have been many studies over the past few years that show that it can cause, actually there were some liver failure documented from drinking or from ingesting that ingredient on a regular basis. It also can cause hepatotoxicity. Oh my goodness, all these words, which is basically, you guys, it's just liver impairment. And some episodes of mania can also be caused by that Carcinia cambogia. So probably an ingredient you might not want to have. And it's not necessary. And I'll share more about that. Caffeine is in a lot of those. Green coffee bean extract is actually a good ingredient. It raises the basal metabolic rate, so it actually helps you burn more calories. Conjugated linoleic acid. That's another ingredient. Wasn't complete, I didn't see anything super harmful about it. Green tea extract, it's the main antioxidant ingredient in EGCG. Let's see what this one was. Oh, the green tea extract can aid in fat burning when paired with exercise. Conjugated linoleic acid, I brought that up already. Here's the concerns about that. It's found naturally in some fatty animal-derived foods. It may have harmful effects over long term, things like fatty liver, insulin resistance, and increased inflammation. And then there's guarana, which I already mentioned, is in a lot of those energy drinks, and that is a very potent form of caffeine. All right, let's get to the main ingredient, the main reason you're here is to hear about Arise. But I wanted to share those, all of that information about energy drinks and weight loss supplements, because a lot of people aren't clear when they hear something's natural. Of course, those energy drinks are not, but like I said, a lot of people don't realize how harmful coffee can be, or those natural weight loss supplements and what they can do to your body. So why Arise? Arise is energy without the toxic intake. It has muscle protection, and it helps gives you steady insulin levels. It's the world's first clean energy and hunger control beverage. And it's crafted with natural ingredients, authentic earth, like all of our nutritionals, and it supports your body's natural process. It's real food, you guys, it's real food. So I wanna go back to, see, I have all these, okay, here we go. So I first started drinking Arise when we first came out with it. And you guys, I can't remember the date that it first was available. But I will tell you that I was already using our other nutritionals and was seeing really great results with my focus and that sort of thing. When Arise came out, I thought, I'll give it a try. I'll see how it helps me feel and whatever. And I love the taste of it. That was the first thing I noticed, is it tastes really good. And I look forward every morning to getting up and having my Arise. I was drinking coffee. I was a coffee drinker, had been a coffee drinker my whole life. My mom and my stepdad actually met working at Folgers Coffee. So we had coffee in our house growing up all the time. And I never thought anything of it. But when I started drinking my Arise, I also made my coffee, and I would have both of them sitting there. After like 3 days, I realized that I was not drinking that coffee. I kept forgetting that I even had it. I didn't need it. I didn't feel any sense of loss of energy or anything. I think the Arise just helped me to break my coffee addiction. And like I said, I wasn't planning on quitting drinking coffee, but I did know that it wasn't good for me. I had heard the stories about the chemicals and the processing and the growing of the crops and everything. And so I was grateful. The other thing I noticed, besides the energy I was getting from Arise that made it so I didn't miss any coffee, was on the treadmill. I had begun getting back into exercise after some things that took me away from it. And I was just walking on the treadmill, and I noticed that my endurance was getting better. And so I started really paying attention to it, and I would monitor my heart rate cool down. And I noticed that my heart rate cooled down a whole lot faster than it had been. I started running again. I hadn't run for many years. With the energy and the endurance that I felt from the Arise, I really fully believe that that was what helped me really get back to a healthy fitness program. And then on top of it, I noticed that I wasn't craving the sweets and I used to love cookies. I loved ice cream, and those were like major problems for me. Once I started drinking the Arise on a regular basis, the sugar just wasn't attractive to me anymore. It really helped me to make good choices as far as what I was eating. So I began eating so much better. And in the process, between the exercise and the help that I had with hunger control, and the increased energy, the metabolism boost, all of those things, I lost somewhere around 30 pounds. And I've been managed to keep that off ever since we introduced Arise. I want to say it was in the spring of 2021. And if anybody wants to comment if I'm wrong on that, but it seems to me it was around the spring of 2021 when Arise was introduced. So I have kept that weight off all this time. So I mentioned that it boosts your energy. It is a clean energy drink. It is just a nice steady energy. It's not one of those ones that gives you the jitters or anything like that. It's just a clean energy. It does have a little bit of coffee or caffeine, about the same amount as a small cup of coffee, but most of the energy comes from the vitamins in it. So it provides healthy weight support, increases metabolism. It helps with appetite control, as I said. It supports healthy glucose levels, so good for people with prediabetes or diabetes. It's rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It's also a prebiotic, which helps feed healthy gut flora. There's no added sugar in it, and there is no artificial sweeteners either. There's no fillers, no I already said no artificial sweeteners. It's only pure vitamins, minerals, amino acids, prebiotic, and natural fruit extracts. So you use it, it comes in, when you purchase it, it comes in a package like this, and they are in individual packets within here. So it is a powder form, which is great because if you have anything that has water in it, we all know here at Herbal Alchemy that water requires preservatives. Water is not stable. And so it's a powdered drink that you mix. I actually do it into, I separate it into 2 servings. I use half of a packet before I work out in the morning as a pre-workout. It's fabulous for that. Like I said, it helps with your endurance. It gets your energy up, wakes you up right away too. And then I drink the second half of it when I'm sitting down working my business. And I like to mix my collagen in with it, but it tastes delicious. It really gets me going in the morning. Now, if you're maintaining weight, if you're just on, weight maintenance, or if you're just drinking it just for the energy and to help you make good food choices, because you're going to get that anyway, you just drink 1 a day, but you can drink up to 2 if you're on a weight loss journey. And what is recommended is that you drink one before each of your larger meals. So if your larger meals are typically in America, it's lunch and dinner, right? So you can drink 1 serving before your lunch and 1 serving before dinner, or whenever your larger meals are. That'll help you with weight loss. Some of the other things I want to make sure that I mention is the active ingredients in Arise. So B vitamins, which gives you long-term intercellular energy. Amino acid complex helps produce glutathione, and that is one of those chemicals that is naturally in our body that helps us with mood. It helps us with just feeling really like, it gives you this like limitless feeling like you can conquer the world. It also boosts your mood, the amino acid complex, and it enhances energy and focus. The calcium, magnesium, chromium, the minerals in it have slimming effects and help your body burn fat. The amino acid complex blend is known to increase endurance and fat burn. It reduces fatigue, enhances recovery, supports healthy metabolism, and recycles cellular energy. And some of the key benefits: craving crusher. Like I said, it really does help you make healthy choices with your meals. It also helps with a healthy metabolism. It's an antioxidant, and it gives you intracellular energy. I also already mentioned that it's a great pre-workout. It also preserves your muscles, supports fat burning abilities, prebiotics, feed your healthy gut flora, and it tastes delicious. It's so good. I love it. So that's what I have to share with you. I think I covered everything I wanted to. I hope that you found this helpful. One of the things that I would really encourage you to do is get with your ambassador or the person who invited you here, because you'll want to take a look at this. If you are one of those people who's addicted to the energy drinks or the caffeine, it really will do your health good if you can get away from those things. And this is a great alternative. Like I said, it's completely healthy. It's actually good for you. And if you're on a weight loss journey, much better option than some of those weight loss supplements out there. And I'm not the only one who has seen weight loss with it. A lot of my customers have already seen benefit in that area. And yeah, so I hope you'll give it a try. I think you'll love it. I know you won't be disappointed, and would love to hear your stories of how it has helped you. If you have any questions too, I think we can stick around for questions. Is that right, Mary?
Yes, if we look in the chat really quickly.
Okay.
This was excellent information. I had no idea about, I knew the energy drinks were bad. I had no idea about the coffee process, and especially about decaf. So thank you, Elaine. That was great. I just can't know everything about everything. So I appreciate you sharing with us. I don't see any questions in the chat, so we can wrap this up for this evening. Thank you very much for sharing with us. And again, as Elaine said, anyone who's on here and has further questions or would like to get a taste of Arise, please make sure that you reach out to the ambassador that invited you here. And for everyone on, it generally takes me about 15-20 minutes. I will have this uploaded and out to everyone, so you can view it on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, Elaine.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.